All right, good evening, everybody, and welcome to Winamac High School, home of tonight's Class 2A Regional Final. It's going to be Hammond Bishop Noll taking on Central Noble. By the end of the night, we're going to have 4 teams left in Class 2A basketball. Hello, Steve Stricker here alongside Carrie Stricker.
My pleasure.
Hammond Noll comes into tonight's game, winning the first game, or the second semifinal game this morning over North Judson, 65-54. Coach Vanita Golson is 113-59 in 7 seasons at Hammond Noll. The Lady Warriors have won 5 in a row coming into tonight's contest. Central Noble head coach Josh Treese is 95-71 in his 7th season. Central Noble is the defending regional champion. They defeated Bluffton in game 1 this morning, 47-35, and they've also won 5 in a row. They are currently ranked number 9 in Class 2A at 20-5 on the season. So we started off the day this morning with 16 teams in Class 2A in the IHSAA tournament. And we mentioned that today is a big day. You got to win 2 to get through. And by the end of the day, we'll be down to 4. So right now, going into the finals, we are at 8 teams left. Central Noble, Hammond Noll here at Winamac. Down at Eastern High School in Greentown, Indiana, it's going to be Oak Hill, the number 1 team in the state at 23-2, taking on number 13 Frankton at 22-5. The Eastern winner will meet the Winamac winner next week at either Valparaiso or Logansport for the semi-state and a chance to go to Indianapolis for the state championship game. Down south, the 4 teams left at 2 at Speedway are Winchester, number 4 in the state at 24-2. They're going to be taking on number 8 Triton Central at 21-4. And then at Paoli, it's going to be South Ripley, who's tied for number 4 with the 22-3 record. They're going to be taking on the host, Paoli, who is tied for number 6 at 23-5. The Speedway and Paoli winners will meet next week at either Jasper or Jeffersonville. And the winner of the semi-state down there will meet the winner of the North semi-state for the state title in 2 weeks in Indianapolis at Bankers Life Fieldhouse. So it ought to be a great game here this evening. We saw 2 really, really good games this morning. The first game, Central Noble and Bluffton, did not disappoint at all. In the first game, Leatherman led the Lady Cougars in the win with 11 points. Freeman did very well as well. Actually, she led the team. She had 16, so Freeman led the team with 16. Leatherman had 11. Also a good game by Brumbaugh, who had 6. And also Weinbrenner with 4. So Central Noble defeated Bluffton in the first game. And then the second semifinal game this morning was a really, really good game. And that featured a ton of freshmen. Of course, 3 really good freshmen here for Hammond Noll. Blakely led the team with 30, but the other freshman, Rose Fuentes, had 15. And then Eris Harris added 10, and Paris Harris added 8 as well. North Judson was led by their super freshman, Lillian Frazier. She had 30 to match Blakely, but Blakely got a little bit more help from her teammates than Frazier did this morning, and they pulled out the 65-54 win. And Carrie, I think we both went away from that game very impressed. It's the first time we've seen Hammond Noll, and you've been talking about Blakely all day long, and the fact that she was able to lead and control the team, led the team in scoring, and never went out of the game. She was pistol, firecracker, whatever you want to call it, in that first game.
Yeah, she was awesome to watch. Her athletic ability, she never tired throughout the game. Even towards the end when they were trying to foul her, they couldn't hardly catch her. Just a phenomenal freshman, and I'm excited to see what she brings to the floor tonight.
Well, the Central Noble Lady Cougars, they're going to have big games out of Leatherman and Freeman here this evening if they're going to want to repeat as the regional champions here at Winamac. This ought to be a great game. We're about a minute and a half from the tip, and it should be an exciting contest here tonight. We thank everybody for tuning in to our broadcast. We are on RTC4.com and a brand new channel 341, Argus TV. Over on Caston TV on channel 342, the Caston crew is going to be bringing you the championship of the 1A regional at Caston, and that ought to be a good one as well. That's going to be number 1 Michigan City Marquette taking on the number 8 team in Class 1A, the North White Lady Vikings. That is a rematch of last year's championship game and 2 years ago's semifinal game where North White knocked off Marquette in a stunner, advancing to the championship round. So Marquette is trying to win the regional for the second year in a row. North White has been there 4 times in the last 4 years and has not been able to advance out of the regional, so they're trying to win their first one over there. So you can actually tune in to RTC4.com and watch both channels simultaneously if you'd like at home. Channel 341 for Argus and the Winamac regional, and then you can also tune in to channel 342 and the Caston TV coverage of the Caston regional. So we're going to get our national anthem and get some starting lineups and get going here from Winamac for the regional championship game between Central Noble and Hammond Bishop Noll.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Well, another great rendition of the national anthem. I got her first name as Jenna. I didn't catch what her last name was, but she is a student here at Winamac. They had a male student do the national anthem before the morning games, and he did a great job as well. So Winamac needs to be proud of their students and what they're doing, having the courage to come out here and sing before a huge crowd, doing such a fine job.
Freshman number 32, Bridget Gray. At forward, 5'7" sophomore, number 35, Sam Gilmore.
All righty, we're going to get the starting lineups here. First for the Central Noble Lady Cougars. At a guard, a 5'7" junior, number 10, Sydney Freeman. Another guard, a 5'5" senior, number 15, Callista Rice. Got a 6'1" forward junior, number 20, Malia Leatherman. A 5'5" freshman guard, Bridget Gray, number 25, and a 5'7" forward, number 35, Sam Broombaugh. And for the home team on the scoreboard, the Hammond Bishop Noll Lady Warriors, a 5'7" freshman, number 1, Courtney Blakely. A 5'10" junior shooting forward, small forward, number 11, Eris Harris. A 5'7" shooting guard, freshman, number 22, Rose Fuentes. A 5'4" senior shooting guard, number 23, Faith Jackson. And rounding out the starting lineup for Hammond Bishop Noll, a 5'11" PS. I don't know what PS is. Yeah, that's a new position for me. Anyway, 5'11" senior, number 33, Paris Harris. Ever heard of a PS position?
I think there was a typo.
Not sure what that position is. So Central Noble, Hammond Bishop Noll coming up next here on RTC4.com. Central Noble is the visitors here tonight. They're wearing their traveling dark maroon uniforms with silver lettering and a design down the side of the shorts. Hammond Noll is in their white home uniforms with gold letters, blue trim on the sides. It's going to be Leatherman going up against Eris Harris for the tip. This ought to be a great game here, Carrie.
I'm sure it is. We saw two games earlier that were very competitive, and I'm looking forward to this one.
Leatherman tips it back. Freeman gets the tip. They're looking in immediately to Leatherman. Shots blocked. And they're going to say Leatherman got to it before it goes out of bounds, and it's going to be off of Central Noble and it'll go over to Bishop Noll. Blakely brings it across the timeline here for the Lady Warriors. It's it over to Harris. Fuentes in the corner, back up top to Blakely. Almost a turnover. Harris gets a hold of it. Back up top. Blakely's going to take a long three, and she's long. Rebound fought for by Central Noble. Bridget Gray comes away with it. Quickly down the other end into Leatherman. She puts it in for 2.
2 points, Leatherman.
Leatherman puts Central Noble on the board. They have the early lead, 2-0, with 7:10 left here in the first quarter. Fuentes back up to Blakely. They look inside, and there's a nice post move off the mark. Leatherman, but she gets the ball stolen away from her. Another miss by 22, Fuentes. And here come the Lady Cougars. Three-pointer up on the way, and rims off, and no good for Rice. Rebound goes to Blakely. Blakely tried to find Harris inside, and it's going to be a turnover. First of the game for Hammond. Freeman's going to bring it across the timeline here for Central Noble. Gets it up, Leatherman, left wing. Freeman with Fuentes on her. Nice fake. Shots thrown up, no good by Broombaugh. And here comes Blakely down the other way. She's going to pull up for 3 off the mark. Rebound tracked down by Freeman. Tried to get the pass, the outlet pass. Nice Euro fake, but Blakely can't put it in. Freeman gets the ball. She's going to push it up ahead. Gray, and she puts it in for 2. Bridget Gray with the bucket, and the Central Noble Lady Cougars lead 4-0. Lady Warriors have had a couple of opportunities, but they've just rolled out. There's a nice drive in the bucket by Jackson, puts the Lady Warriors on the board. Got a good crowd here tonight at Winamac. Both sides very well represented. Leatherman's going to take a three. It's going to be off the mark, and the rebound's going to go to Jackson for Central or Bishop Noll. Blakely hits Fuentes, right wing. A runner off the mark, and the rebound goes to Gray for Central Noble. Freeman has Fuentes on her. Gets it over to Gray. Over to Rice. Brumball, right wing. Down to Gray. Inside, they're looking for Leatherman. There's going to be a foul first of the game. And that's going to be on 33, Paris Harris.
Player foul, number 33, Paris.
We got a sub, number 21, Lydia Andrews is going to check in for Central Noble. And she's going to give Bridget Gray a break. Leatherman is going to inbound baseline left. Give it back to her. There's a three-pointer on the way and good for Sydney Freeman.
Well off the three-point line on that one.
Gives Central Noble a 7-2 lead with 4:20 left here in the first. So Central Noble has found a light, and the shot is off by Blakely, and a good rebound by Freeman. Central Noble with a much better start versus Hammond Noll than they had, North Judson had this morning. And there's going to be a foul. That's going to be on the freshman Blakely, her first, team second.
Player foul, number 1, Courtney Blakely.
Got a sub, number 24, Jocelyn Weinbrenner is going to check in. And Callista Rice is going to go out for Central Noble. Got a timeout on the floor. Hammond Noll's coach, Golson, wants a timeout. So we're going to take a 30-second break and be back here with more action from Winamac High School.
RTC Fiber Communications is now serving the community of Argus. Now you can enjoy the incredibly fast speed and reliability of fiber internet. Stream movies, surf the web, or watch your favorite local videos on RTC4.com. All from RTC Fiber Communications, now serving Argus. Give RTC a call today or check us out online at www.rtc1.com.
All right, we're halfway through the first quarter here at Winamac. It is a 7-2 Central Noble lead. Knocked out of bounds off of Fuentes. It's going to stay Central Noble ball. Broomball is going to take it out baseline left here for the Lady Cougars. Gets it into Freeman. She's going to take a long three. It's going to be short. Rebound. Put back, no good by Andrews. And she's going to get called for the foul. So Andrews picks up her first, the team's first. Paris Harris inbounds it to Blakely. A little 1-2-2, maybe 2-3 hybrid zone defense here by Central Noble. The drive by Jackson gets it over to Harris. Back up top, Blakely's going to take the three. Short, rebound, fought for, and Leatherman can't get it. Nice job there by Fuentes. But Harris is unable to put it back in, and now we're going to get a foul. It's going to be on 22, Rose Fuentes. Got a sub, Layla Rogers, one of the good freshmen coming in. She's going to give Harris a break. Bridget Gray is going to check back in for Broombaugh here for Central Noble. So Blakely, Fuentes, and Paris Harris all have one foul here for Hammond Noll early in the game. Oh my. Turnover for Central Noble, and that was a bad pass by Gray. She had Leatherman coming across and posting up there, and just a bad pass. Up top, Harris. Nice drive there by Blakely, can't convert. Gets her own rebound, turns, can't make, and Leatherman comes away with it for Central Noble. Freeman, there's a three on the way, short. Almost gets a roll, rebound by Leatherman, and she gets fouled on the way up. And that's going to be on Layla Rogers, her first. And that's going to put Malia Leatherman at the line shooting 2 for the Lady Cougars.
Layla Rogers. The line for the Cougars, number 20, Malia Leatherman.
Leatherman converts on the first. She's got 3 points. It's an 8-2 lead now for Central Noble. Got one more free throw coming up here for the junior Leatherman. And she hits them both. 9-2, 2:37 left here in the first quarter. Blakely brings it across, gets it over Fuentes. Up top, Harris. Blakely pulls back, and the three-pointer's off the mark. Rebound goes to Weinbrenner. Freeman's going to take a long three, and she puts it in. Freeman's second three of the first quarter, and it's a 10-point Central Noble lead with 2 minutes left here in the first. Central Noble coming out on fire here in the first quarter, opening up a 10-point advantage. Fuentes is going to take a three, and it's going to be long. And the rebound is fought for and come away with by Andrews for Central Noble. Freeman gets it in, Leatherman. She goes up with power and puts it in for 2 for her 6th point. And it's a 14-2 game here in favor of Central Noble. Long three by Blakely, and it's good. Courtney Blakely with the long three-pointer gives the Bishop Knolls 5 points now. They're trailing 14-5 with 1 minute left here in the first quarter. Drive to the basket by Freeman, off the mark. Rebound comes out to Fuentes. And there's going to be a foul on the floor. And I think they're going to get Weinbrenner on that one. Nope, they got Freeman. So that'll be her first, team second.
Number 10, Sydney Freeman.
Got some subs coming in, 15 and 35. So Rice and Broombaugh. And 33 Harris. And 21 Jenna Liss comes in for the Hammond Noll team. Turnover by Hammond Noll gives it back over to Central Noble with 52 seconds left here in the first. Broombaugh up top, Leatherman pops all the way out. Gets it over to Rice. Travel, no call by Gray. She switched pivot feet. Back up top, Broombaugh. They're going to let the clock run, looking for the last shot of the quarter. Central Noble leading 14-5. Last 20 seconds here of the first quarter. Freeman out top has Fuentes guarding her. Nice pass in. Leatherman puts it in for 2. Leatherman with a huge first quarter. She's got 8 points, and the lead is 11. Blakely from way downtown. She hits the three. She's got 6. And the end of 1, Central Noble leads 16-8 over the Hammond Noll Lady Warriors. We're going to take a break. Come back here for second quarter action from Winamac High School. You're watching RTC4.com, and channel 341 Argus TV.
Got that new home edition and you're keeping it covered.
Ooh, coverages now. I can help with this. Got zone coverage, man coverage, combo coverages.
I don't know, Peyton. I think more like the coverage your nationwide agent offers.
Oh, you want to go there? Home, auto, life, business, farm, boat, RV, ATV, camper, pet, motorcycle, your tour bus.
Right.
Did I mention farm?
Contact Jennings Insurance Agency today or visit one of our offices in Argus and Rochester.
All right, welcome back. We're getting set to go here for second quarter action. Central Noble leads 16-8 after one. Courtney Blakely had the last 6 points for the Lady Warriors, and the last one right at the buzzer, a three-pointer from about 15 feet behind the line. Leatherman leads all scorers here in the first quarter with 8. Sydney Freeman hit 2 threes as well with 6. Bridget Gray with 2 for Central Noble. Faith Jackson, only other scorer for Hammond Noll with 2. Second quarter underway. It's going to be Hammond Noll with the ball. Blakely's going to bring it across here. Fuentes gets it in. Nice pass from Jackson or Harris into Harris for the bucket. Harris. So last 5 points here scored by the Lady Warriors, and they're back to within 6. Gray gets it out to Brumbaugh. Freeman thought about a 3, passes it up. Gray gets in the lane and can't get the roll, and it's going to go off of Leatherman out of bounds, so it's going to be Bishop Noll's ball. Bishop Noll on a 5-0 run here. Blakely brings it across here for the Lady Warriors. Harris in the corner. Back up to Blakely. Little 2-3 zone here and a nice drive, but the shot is off the mark for Paris Harris. And quickly down the floor, Freeman gets it up to Rice. Back to Freeman, back to Rice. Rice passes on to 3. Leatherman will take it from the left wing, and she's off the mark. Rebound to Harris, gets it up to Blakely. Three-pointer on the way, and good for Paris Harris. Her first points of the game, and Bishop Noll is within 3. 8-0 run here for the Lady Warriors. Three-pointer air ball by number 15, Callista Rice. We got some subs, number 25, Nia Williams-Scott, number 23, Faith Jackson back in, and number 24 and number 30. So Maddie Bremer, number 30, and Jocelyn Weinbrenner check back in for Central Noble. So Maddie Bremer is going to give Leatherman a breather on the bench here with 6:14 left in the first half. Going to have an over-the-back call on Fuentes on the rebound attempt. That is her second, so Fuentes picks up the quick second foul with 6:05 left to go here in the first half. And Coach Golston is going to probably sub in. She's got Eris Harris up off the bench. Probably going to put her in for Fuentes. Tipped out of bounds by Fuentes. It's going to stay Central Noble ball. And here comes Harris, and she is going to give Fuentes with 2 fouls a break. Bishop Noll on a 8-0 run, have it to within 3, 16-13. Three-pointer on the way, no good by Freeman, and the rebound comes out to Blakely. Blakely's going to pull back for a 3, no good. Rebound, Freeman. She had Gray running on the right wing, decided not to throw the pass. Nice pass. And they find Gray inside for 2.
2 points, Bridget Gray.
Gray with 4 points, and the lead is back to 5 for the Lady Cougars. Travel. Only the third turnover here by Bishop Noll. We got a sub, number 21. Jenna List checks back in, 5'2" sophomore for the Lady Warriors. Freeman brings it across, has Eris Harris guarding her. Tipped out of bounds off of Nia Williams-Scott, so it's going to stay Lady Cougars ball. Inbounds by Andrews here, baseline left for Central Noble. Got to get it in, and she does. Gray with the drive, no good. Nice drive to the basket, just can't complete it, and there's a turnover picked off by Freeman. That's blocked, but Harris is on the line, so it's going to stay Central Noble. Nice block by Harris on Weinbrenner. And Blakely comes back in for Jenna Liss. Broomball is going to give Freeman a break. So we've seen Blakely and Freeman both take breaks here, was something they didn't do in the first game of either team. Gray has it out top. Three-pointer short by Weinbrenner. And it's going to go off of Leatherman, and it's going to be Hammond Noll's ball. Blakely up to Harris. Reverses it to Harris. Long three. No good for Paris Harris. And the rebound comes out. Gray challenges. Rebound. Back to Gray. And the ball rims out. Rebound again. Andrews can't get it to go, but she gets fouled. 3 offensive rebounds that time for Central Noble. And they're going to get 33. Paris Harris with her second foul. So Fuentes and Harris both with 2 fouls for the Lady Warriors. And that's going to put number 21, Lydia Andrews, at the line, shooting 2 for the Lady Cougars. Got a little bit of a family flavor here tonight in the booth. My wife, Carrie, helping me out on the camera and the color commentary. And got my youngest daughter, McKenna, here running some stats for us. So appreciate everybody tuning in here to the broadcast regional championship 2A division. And the first free throw is up and good by Lydia Andrews.
Into the Warrior lineup, number 32, Christian Steele. Number 35.
Gives the Lady Cougars a 19-13 lead. We're halfway through the second quarter. 4:01 left to go here in the first half. Andrews is off on the second. Quickly down the other floor, other end is Blakely. Can't make the shot. And they're going to get Leatherman, I believe, on the foul. Yes, it is.
Yes,
Malia
it is.
Leatherman picks up her first. Only the third foul on the Lady Cougars here of the first half.
Freeman is going back in.
Freeman got a couple-minute break. She's going to check back in for Weinbrenner. And the shot rolls out for Christian Steele. She's going to go to the line shooting 2. That foul is going to be on Freeman. That is her second.
Number 10, Sydney Freeman. The line for the Warriors, number 32, Christian Steele.
So Central Noble's point guard, Sydney Freeman, with 2 fouls. Steele is off on the first. Second free throw goes in for Steele, and it's a 5-point Central Noble lead. We've got 3:50 left here in the first half. Pull up three by Freeman. And we're going to have another foul on number 21, Lydia Andrews.
21, Lydia Andrews.
That is her second. Jocelyn Weinbrenner is going to check into the game, returning for Andrews. Bishop Noll with the ball, down by 5. 3:40 left here in the first half. Three-pointer no good. Rebound goes to number 35, Rogers. There's another long three attempt and short by Blakely. Offensive rebound again. Leatherman, they wanted a foul on Leatherman, but no call that time. Right wing, Leatherman up top to Freeman. Weinbrenner looking for Leatherman inside, kicks it back out top. 3-point on the way by Gray is long. Fights for the rebound, and it's going to be out of bounds. They're going to say it was off of number 35, Rogers, for Bishop Noll. Freeman can't make the shot, and it goes back to Hammond Noll. Blakely brings it across. It's like a little 1-2-2 zone defense here for Central Noble. Leaves the lane open, no good on the shot by Jackson. Here come the Lady Cougars. Leatherman gets it to Weinbrenner in the corner. Back up top to Gray. Over to Broombaugh. Leatherman's going to get called for the travel. Only the second turnover of the game for the Lady Cougars. Going to have a sub. Number 15, Callista Rice, is going to check back in.
Number 15, Callista Rice.
And a sub for Hammond Noll, number 21. Jenna Liss is going to give Nia Williams-Scott a break. Central Noble still up 5, 19-14 with under 2 minutes left here in the first half. Three-pointer on the way. Blakely no good. Rebound fought for and gained by number 15 Rice for Central Noble. Rice has it up top. Gets it over to Gray. Into Leatherman. Leatherman with 3. Lady. And there is a foul. She was taking on 3 Lady Warriors that time. Missed the first shot, got the offensive rebound, and is going to get the foul. That's going to be on number 21, Jenna Liss. It'll be her first, team 7th. So Leatherman with 2 shots from the line. Makes the first. She's got 9 to lead the Lady Cougars here tonight. Back to a 6-point lead. And the second one is long, so 3 of 4 for Leatherman tonight. Blakely has it out top. And that's going to be a foul on Broombaugh, her first. That'll be the team 6th.
Cougar foul number 35, Sienna Broombaugh.
Blakely to inbounds, baseline right here for the Warriors. Nice cut. And Rogers gets blocked partially by Leatherman. Gray brings it across. Broombaugh down to Weinbrenner. Gray on the left wing. Weinbrenner gets it up to Broombaugh. Leatherman inside. She's going to take on 2 and can't get the roll, but she gets the bucket off the rebound and the foul, and she's going to go to the line for the and 1 opportunity. They're going to get Rogers on the foul, her second, team's 8th. Eris Harris is going to check back in for the freshman Layla Rogers. And Malia Leatherman at the line shooting the and 1 here for Central Noble. Short on the attempt. So she's left a couple free throws short here in the second quarter. Blakely gets interrupted there on the drive and misses. Leatherman gets the rebound. And here come the Lady Cougars. Coach Treesh calls a timeout for Central Noble with 26.2 left to go here in the first half. Central Noble leads 22-14. We're going to take 30-second timeout and be back here on RTC4.com.
At First Federal Savings Bank, we know that buying your first home can be an overwhelming process.
The mortgage experts at First Federal Savings Bank will work with you from application to closing.
At First Federal Savings Bank, we pay standard closing costs for our first-time home buyers.
We offer free pre-approvals and local loan servicing throughout the life of your loan.
Stop in and talk with one of our mortgage lenders and take the worry out of buying your first home.
And remember, we don't want to be the biggest bank, just the best bank.
All right, welcome back. We have 26.2 seconds left. It's going to be Central Noble's ball here on the near sideline. Broomball looks to get it in. She gets it to Freeman. Up top, Leatherman, 20 seconds left. Rice gets it back to Freeman. 10 seconds. Freeman's going to take the 3, and it's good. Freeman, 3 of 3 from three-point range. She's got 9. And at the half, Central Noble leads Hammond Bishop Noll 25-14. We're going to take a break. We're going to come back here with our halftime show here in about 5 minutes. Thanks for tuning in to tonight's regional championship broadcast on RTC4.com and channel 341 Argus TV.
Thanks for joining us. Scott Sager here with you with RTC TV4's Legal Minute, sponsored by Peterson, Wagoner & Perkins, LLP here in Rochester. Today we have managing partner Ted Wagoner here with us. Welcome.
Thank you, Scott. Glad to be here.
Ted, what are we going to talk about today, legal-wise?
Well, today I thought we'd talk a little bit about starting a business.
Oh, excellent topic.
Good. As you know, businesses can be as simple as popping up a lemonade stand on the corner to the complexities of international corporations, and we've all seen businesses from all sizes.
Yes.
In our experience here in Rochester and Fulton County, we've created hundreds of businesses for our clients.
Okay.
And in creating businesses, you know, we've got some experience, and so we know how to help people decide what needs to be in the business, what doesn't need to be in the business.
Gotcha.
What kind of business entity do you want? Do you want a proprietorship where you and maybe friends or family are the owners, or do you want something a little more formal so that you can make transfers of the ownership and provide protection? So that's what we're looking at, Scott.
Interesting. So there are, again, a number of forms of business or companies,
right?
Formulations of companies, partnerships, LLPs, LLCs, S corps, etc.
C corps.
C corps.
Right.
As if I'm an entrepreneur watching this right now and I'm thinking I'm going to start my business soon, are those decisions made prior to even starting up the business and saying I'm going to give this a go?
Those are decisions that need to be made at the earliest stages.
Okay.
Now, if you're operating out of your garage for a few years, operating a body shop or an engine repair operation, you may be able to do it for a few months or a few years. But once you start to look at hiring an employee or entering into some contracts, people are going to want to know that you're substantially in business.
Yeah.
And that's when you want to set it up, and set it up correctly.
Interesting. Very good. So when folks are thinking about starting their own business in any case, a lot of them would go to maybe a Fedco to start out to find out some information.
Right.
But the legal entity of it, you and your firm here can really provide some great startup information for them based on your experience of starting hundreds of businesses here in Fulton County, or helping to start
Exactly.
these businesses here in Fulton County.
Obviously, it's the business person who's starting the business,
Right.
but we are facilitating, we're making sure they understand what they're doing. Occasionally, more often than occasionally, I'll have somebody come in and say, here's a book of stuff I was given, but I don't know what it means. Do I have partners? Do I have other owners? Am I the president? Or the Secretary of State sent me a notice saying I'm late on filing something. What does that mean?
Yeah.
And that's what we make sure that all of our clients understand as they go through the process.
Very good points there, Ted, for sure. So Peterson, Wagoner, and Perkins, if I have interest in a business, or if I've received one of these letters about my business from the Secretary of State or Department of Treasury or one of these, is that something that I can simply call in and try and get an appointment, and you guys can help me sort it out and help me understand what I've got before me?
Yes, all of the lawyers here are familiar with it.
Okay.
We can work with you. We can describe and discuss your situation either for a consultation fee, or it may grow even bigger than that in helping you to solve the problem.
Okay.
When you do that, just give us a call. Either ask to speak with me or with Andy or with Rachel. And if you don't know who you want to talk to, our capable staff will guide you to the right lawyer.
Yeah. Now, do you see, once you help someone to start their business, I'm sure that they retain attorneys to help them run their business in some cases. Would you say that you're seeing a lot of new businesses and entrepreneurs coming in these days, let's say over the past 5 years?
Over the past 5 years, we've seen a nice group of businesses open up. Of course, in the 2008, 9, 10 period, it was a little slow, although statistics show that that's always the best time to open a business, is when people are a little bit afraid, because you're able to step in and meet a need that other potential entrepreneurs are just a little hesitant to get into. But yes, we see a lot of this happening. We're glad to work with anybody when it's time to address it, or even if you're just thinking about something I'm going to do in the next 2 or 3 years, you'll have a better understanding when you're starting to plan your business plan, if you're going to sit down with your banker or with your accountant.
Well, and yes, it always makes more sense to put the ducks in a row before you get going here.
Exactly.
Ted was with us over at Fedco when I went through their next level course on business entrepreneurs.
Right.
And you gave some very sage advice in the early days. One of those things was to make sure that you focus on what your business is and not get lost in the extraneous that comes with it. In other words, don't try to diminish your focus to a point where you want to try and be all things to all people. Stay focused on your business.
It's hard to start out and be Walmart.
Yes.
You have to grow into
Yes,
that.
you do.
You may want to start out and be a one item or a 2 item shop before you grow beyond that. That's a good point, Scott.
Well, excellent, excellent. Well, all the lawyers here at Peterson, Wagoner, and Perkins LLP in Rochester, they are happy to help you. And as we talked in one of the earlier segments, they've got a wonderful support staff, and those ladies will take great care of you as well. So if you have any questions whatsoever regarding any facet of law, whether it be opening a business or helping with your business needs or estate planning or family law, whatever the case, please give them a call here. You've got the website and your phone number on the screen. Ted, a pleasure. I'm sure we'll see you again on another one of our legal minutes here on RTC TV4.
Thank you, Scott. Just want to remind people that we've designed this law firm to be here for your present and your future legal needs.
Excellent. So they've been here for a while, and they'll be here for a while to come.
Over 50 years. Mm-hmm.
Over 50 years. My goodness. Well, thank you again for your time today.
All right. Thank you, Scott.
All right, welcome back to Winamac High School. We are at the half where Central Noble leads Hammond Bishop Noll 25-14. Thanks for tuning in to tonight's coverage on RTC4.com and Channel 341 Argus TV. Steve Stricker here alongside my lovely wife, Carrie. I got my youngest daughter, McKenna, helping out with some stats here this evening, and it was a good first half here for the Lady Cougars. Let's start off here with the Lady Warriors. Courtney Blakely had 6. She hit 2 3-pointers in the first quarter to lead the Lady Warriors. Eris Harris and Faith Jackson both had 2 as well. Paris Harris had a 3-pointer, and Christian Steele had 1 on 1 for 2 from the free throw line to round out the scoring for Hammond Noll. For the Central Noble Lady Cougars, Malia Leatherman led all scorers with 11 in the first half. She had a first half double-double. She pulled down 13 rebounds, according to McKenna, here in the first half. I believe it too. She was doing a tremendous job on the boards on both ends. Sydney Freeman hit 3 threes. She had 9. Bridget Gray had 4, and Lydia Andrews had 1 on 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Not too bad of a first half. 4 turnovers for Bishop Noll, 2 turnovers for Central Noble. And the Lady Cougars just able to put more buckets in the basket than the Lady Warriors. Lady Warriors have had gobs of opportunities, just unable to finish on a lot of their shots, struggling here in the first half with only 14 points. They're going to have to find their offense here in the second half, right, Carrie?
That's right. They played such a hard game earlier in the day. I think they're a little fatigued tonight. I think their legs are tired. Their shots aren't falling like they were earlier today. They just need to be patient and play their game. Take it slow and don't rush their shots. I feel like this first half they did a lot of rushing their shots, and that's why they weren't falling.
Yeah, we saw that a couple years ago, and that's what we talked about with this regional. It is tough. You know, we saw North White knock off Michigan City Marquette in the first game, and then when they came into the championship game versus Our Lady Dragons, they just didn't have anything left. And that's kind of where Hammond Noll seems to be right now, at least in the first half. So they're going to have to find their sea legs, so to speak, here in the second half, trailing by 11 with the at the half, and it's going to be Central Noble's ball coming out of the break here, starting the second half. But we talked about it in the game earlier with North Judson. This first 5 minutes of the second half is critical here for Hammond Noll. Over on Caston TV, channel 342, Marquette leads 9-5 over North White, starting the second quarter there. Very low scoring first quarter between Marquette and North White. That's the Caston 1A regional. Leatherman. Good ball movement here by the Lady Cougars to start the half. Freeman looks to penetrate in, gets it back up top. There's Gray. And they're going to call the foul on the ground. Looks like they're going to get Paris Harris. Nope, they've got Blakely, and that's going to be her second foul.
Number 1, Courtney Blakely.
So a quick second foul for Blakely. Freeman gets it in. Three-pointer on the way, rims in and out for Rice. Rebound comes to Jackson, or Harris. Back into a 2-3. Harris long on the 3, rebound, fought for, and come away with by Central Noble. That was Rice. Nice pass. And Freeman puts it in for 2 off of the nice assist there by Gray. Leatherman almost gets that pass. Shot no good, over the back, no call. And the putback is good for Steele. She's got 3.
2 points, Christian Steele.
Cuts the lead back to 9 here for the Lady Cougars. Little full court pressure. And almost a steal by Fuentes. A little bit of a lazy pass that time by Gray. Trying to get it over to Freeman. And Fuentes read that all the way. It's like a 1-2-2 3/4 court press here for Hammond Noll. And almost, and a good hustle play that time by Blakely. And the Lady Warriors causing some havoc here with their full court pressure starting the second. Freeman gets it to Leatherman. Leatherman can't get the left-hander to go. Rebound goes to Harris. Quickly up the floor is Blakely. She beats everybody down the floor, and she's going to get fouled. And that's going to be Sydney Freeman's 3rd. Freeman would have been smart probably just to let that one go. And she picks up her 3rd foul. It's going to put Blakely at the line. She's got 6 points on the night. Her first trip to the free throw line here for the Lady Warriors. She makes the first. She's got 7. The lead is 10 for Central Noble, 27-17. Can't make the second. 1 of 2 from the line. Lead stays at 10. Bad pass from Rice, picked off. And no good on the shot. Broombaugh gets the rebound. Leatherman gets into the paint and puts it in for 2. Leatherman with 13 now, and the lead's back up to 12 here for the Lady Cougars. Harris right down the lane, goes around Leatherman and puts it in for 2. She's got 5 now for the Lady Warriors. Tipped by Fuentes. Good job there by the Lady Cougars. Three-pointer on the way and long. That was Rice on that three-point attempt, but the rebound goes back over to Freeman. Oh, yeah, Leatherman thought about a 3, got up in the air and decided not to, and gets called with the travel. Lydia Andrews is going to check back into the game. She's going to give Callista Rice a break. Hammond Noll fans are getting a chant going here for their Lady Warriors. Down 10 with 4:40 left to go here in the third quarter. Central Noble running the defense chant. It's getting loud here at Winamac. I love it. Three-pointer on the way. Fuentes in and out. Rebound goes to Broombaugh. Freeman brings it across. Kicks it out to Gray. Gray gets stolen by Jackson. She gets it in and blocked big time by Gray, coming out of nowhere to block Blakely. Harris is going to check back in, giving Christian Steele a break. Hammond Noll baseline left. Blakely gets it into Harris. Harris is going to take the 10-footer, no good. Rebound, Gray. Freeman brings it across for the Lady Cougars. Gray gets it into Leatherman, back over. Freeman, long three on the way, in and out, no good. Rebound, Harris. Blakely pushes it up to Fuentes, who puts it in for 2. Rose Fuentes with her first points of the game, and we have a 8-point lead for Central Noble. And Coach Treesh calls a timeout for the Lady Cougars. We're going to take a break and be back here in 30 seconds. You're watching RTC4.com, channel 341, Argus TV.
Hey everybody, I got exciting news. Country Lanes has a new state-of-the-art scoring system.
Come out, let your kids be mesmerized by the animated backgrounds. Take a safari trip to Jungle Jive or an outer space adventure in Cosmic Crush. Themes like the Kecklers or High Seas will entertain your little ones for hours. Choose extreme sports or click on Ninja Strike for martial arts. This high-spirited atmosphere is way cheaper than Cedar Point. Come out and visit Country Lanes for all your bowling fun.
All right, welcome back here to Winamac High School. 3:51 left to go here in the third quarter in the Winamac 2A Regional Final. Central Noble leading Hammond Bishop Noll 29-21. Got another good game. We've had two really good games here this morning, and this one here between Hammond Bishop Noll and Central Noble is continuing with a really good game. Central Noble's fans are getting loud and ready to go here. A little three-quarter court pressure by the Lady Warriors. And the three-quarter court is broken by Central Noble. Leatherman gets it across. Down in the corner, three-pointer on the way and good for Andrews. Quickly back the other way, and there's going to be a foul on Leatherman. And that's going to send number 23, Faith Jackson, to the line for the Lady Warriors. That is Malia Leatherman's second foul. Free throw on the way and in. Jackson gets to go. That thing rolled around the rim about 4 or 5 times before finally deciding to let gravity take its place, pull it through the net. And the second one much cleaner, and Jackson puts 2 on the board, and the lead's back to 9 here for Lady Cougars. Freeman handles the pressure with ease, brings it across. Tries to get the pass into Leatherman. It goes off of the foot of Harris. And it's going to be poked out from behind by Weinbrenner. Good hustle play there by Weinbrenner. Maddie Bremer is going to check in for Leatherman. Give her a couple-minute break here. She just picked up her second. Warriors with the ball. Blakely takes the three. It's long. Rebound goes to Central Noble. Andrews gets that rebound. Freeman into Bremer, can't hit the shot, gets her own rebound, kicks it back out top. Reverse. Weinbrenner off, runs down the rebound, but it goes to Blakely. And a drive to the basket by Jackson, and she's going to go back to the free throw line here for the second straight trip. They're going to get the foul on Maddie Bremer, her first. So Jackson 2 for 2 from the line. And she's off the back iron on the first. So number 32, Christian Steele, is going to check back in, giving Paris Harris a break for the Lady Warriors. Second free throw by Jackson. No good. It looked like there might have been a lane violation. No call. And the long pass broken up by Jackson. They get it into Fuentes. Fuentes into Harris. 10-footer, no good. Rebound goes to Weinbrenner. Freeman's going to hold it up, bring it across the timeline here for Central Noble. Gets it to Gray. Gray moved her pivot feet, but they're going to call the foul on Blakely. Her third, team's third here of the second half. Gray got away with a travel that time, Carrie. She moved her pivot foot, but they called the foul on Blakely.
Yes, they did. That was sort of a cheap call that she got penalized with.
So Freeman has it, right wing, brings it out top, resets the offense. Andrews with it, gets it up to Bremer. Tries to get the pass into Weinbrenner, and it's picked off by Steele. And a nice pass into Fuentes. And she's got 4 points now, all here in the third quarter. 7-point Central Noble lead, minute and a half left here in the third. Weinbrenner up top, over to Gray. Back up, Freeman. Thought about a three, passes it up. Weinbrenner brings it back up top, gets it to Gray. Bremer tries to pass into Freeman. Freeman's going to turn and pull. Three-pointer off the mark. Good job by Bremer to corral the rebound. Shot by Gray is off the mark. Rebound goes to Jackson. Actually, steal. Fuentes goes around Bremer. Can't get it to fall. Gets her own rebound. Kicks it back out top. There's a long three on the way and good for Courtney Blakely. Just like that, Hammond Noll back to within 4, and Coach Golston calls a quick timeout after the made bucket. We're going to take a break, come back here in 30 seconds from Winamac. We're watching RTC4.com, channel 341, Argus TV.
At First Federal Savings Bank, we can help you remodel your home, consolidate debt, or even provide some spending cash for you with our home equity line of credit.
Our standard home equity line of credit allows borrowers to draw funds for up to 10 years and comes with no closing costs for qualified customers.
Take advantage of this great opportunity. Contact one of our experienced mortgage lenders or apply online at firstfederalbanking.com. And remember, we don't want to be the biggest bank, just the best bank.
All right, Hammond Noll back to within 4. This is the closest that they've been since early in the first quarter. They're on a 5-0 run, trailing 28-32. We've got 35.6 seconds left here in the third quarter. On Caston TV 342 over at Caston High School in the 1A regional final at the half. Marquette leads North White 16-5. Some full court press here by Hammond Noll. Leatherman gets it in. Freeman has it, and they're going to drop back into a little half-court trap, it looks like. Freeman's just going to walk it across, and then they go back into their man-to-man. Gray has it out top. Freeman works it. And the three is good for Andrews. That's the second of the quarter. And at the buzzer, the shot rims off. And after 3 quarters of play, Central Noble leads 35-28. We're going to take a break, come back here for fourth quarter action in just 30 seconds.
Ladies and gentlemen, immediately following the game, we ask that you please keep off the playing floor until the conclusion.
Want to know what I like best about playing basketball for my high school? I like it because it's a place where my friends get to see me play. I like it because I'm playing for someone besides myself. I'm playing for everybody in my school and every person in my community.
Indiana high school sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
All right, we're getting set to go here with fourth quarter action. Central Noble leads 35-28. Hammond Bishop Noll had got it to within 4 before Andrews hits her second 3 of the third quarter and gives the Central Noble Lady Cougars a 7-point lead going into fourth quarter action. So we're 8 minutes away. One of these teams is going to go to the Final Four. One of them is going to go home. And we're going to determine a regional champion here in 8 minutes or maybe more if we go into extra time. Hammond Noll takes the ball here to start the fourth quarter. Blakely brings it across. Gets it out to Jackson. To Harris, back over. Jackson's going to take a 3. No good. Rebound, Freeman. Freeman pushes it up to Weinbrenner. That was Gray. It was 25, not 23, 24. So Gray up top. And the pass, Broombaugh is able to corral it, and she traveled. So it's been a pretty clean game all around. 4 turnovers for Noll. The first, actually no turnovers in the third quarter for Bishop Noll. That's only the third, fourth, fifth turnover for Central Noble. Very, very clean game. Jackson, Harris, 3-pointer, no good. Fuentes gets the rebound. Blakely gets it over. Harris back to Blakely. Inside, and the shot is good for Steele. Steele brings the Lady Warriors back to within 5. Bad pass, can't get it though. Steele, and they get it in. Gray drives to the bucket, and she puts it in for 2. Bridget Gray has 6 points. And those were a big bucket there. Brings Central Noble's lead back to 7. Jumpers off the mark. Good rebound effort though. Gets it to Fuentes. And Broombaugh goes down hard. What did they call there, a jump?
I think so.
He had 2 fingers in the air. Normally it's thumbs, but I think that was a jump ball call. Central Noble retains possession. A little 3-quarter court pressure here again by Hammond Noll. Gray gets it to Andrews. Andrews takes it all the way to the bucket, and she's going to be fouled on the way. Going to the line, shooting 2. They're going to get 23. Jackson on the foul, her first. Team's third. Lydia Andrews at the line, shooting 2. And the first one is short for Andrews. She's 1 of 3 from the line. Nia Williams-Scott comes back in. Is going to give Christian Steele a break for Hammond Noll. Andrews' second shot. And it's short as well. Rebound fought for. Andrews gets it and puts it in for 2. So she misses both free throws, but she gets the offensive rebound, puts the bucket in, gets her 2 points anyway. There's a good play inside by Leatherman, and she's going to get fouled from behind. They're going to get Nia Williams-Scott on that one from behind. Actually, they get Fuentes from behind on that. So that'll be Fuentes' third foul. Central Noble back up by 9, has the ball. Leatherman on the left wing. Gets it over to Gray. Back over Freeman. 3-pointer on the way, long. Rebound goes to Harris. Kicks it up ahead to Jackson. Gets it back over. Blakely's going to set the offense up. 3-pointer short by Fuentes. Rebound goes to Hammond Noll. Blakely no good on her attempt. Quickly up the floor. Gray realizes there's nobody in front of her, but the Lady Warriors get back. Smartly, Gray pulls it out and sets it up. Gets it up to Freeman. Freeman gets into the paint, and she puts up the runner for 2. Freeman's got 13, and the lead is 11 for Central Noble. Harris is going to take a 10-footer. No good. Rebound, Central Noble. Gray. She gets it out to Freeman. Freeman gets it over. Leatherman working in the lane. Left hand, good. Leatherman with 15, and Central Noble is running away with it right now, 43-30. Leatherman doesn't get the rebound, but she affects it enough. Gray one-on-one with Harris, and Harris does a nice job on defense. Stolen there by Leatherman, almost turned over again. First turnover of the second half for the Lady Warriors. Coach Treese calls a timeout for Central Noble. They lead 43-30 with 3:57 left to go. We're going to take a break and be back here in 30 seconds on RTC4.com, channel 341, Argus TV.
Slow download, constant buffering, Wi-Fi dead zone? Let RTC help. The customer support team at RTC Communications is here to help you with your internet connectivity.
Hi, I'm Bonnie, one of the support team members here at RTC. For a small fee, RTC offers a Wi-Fi health check where we will evaluate your in-home Wi-Fi network and assist you with common issues. See what RTC can do for you. Give us a call today.
All right, Central Noble called a timeout with 3:57 left to go. They lead 43-30, largest lead of the game by the Lady Cougars. The Lady Warriors had pulled back to within 4, 28-32, so it's a 11-2 run here for the Lady Cougars. Over on Caston TV, channel 342 at Caston High School, 7:10 left to go in the third quarter. Marquette leads 16-5 over North White. That's the 1A regional championship over there. Central Noble with the ball. Broombaugh gets it in. Andrews has it, brings it across the timeline, gets it over to Gray. Back to Broombaugh. Andrews down to the corner to Gray. They're looking for Leatherman inside, gets it up to Freeman. There they get it in. Leatherman loses control, turnover. Here comes Hammond Noll down the other way. There's going to be a foul called on Broombaugh. That'll be her second, and that's going to send Hammond Noll to the line. It's going to be Christian Steele, who's 1 of 2 from the line. She's going to get 2 shots. First one goes in for Steele. She's got 6 for the Lady Warriors. 5'9" senior. Puts them both in. 7 points now for Steele. It's an 11-point Central Noble lead. Freeman all the way across, going to take it in, and the foul from behind is going to be called on, looks like Steele. No, they're going to get Fuentes. That's her 4th.
Fuentes at the line, Sydney Freeman.
Freeman at the line for the first time here this evening, puts the first one in. She's got 14 for Central Noble. And she's off on the second. Rebound goes to Blakely. Blakely looking to go all the way. Wraparound pass, gets it over to Jackson. Back over. Blakely's going to take the 3 on the left wing. No good. Rebound fought for and gained by Leatherman. Freeman brings it across, gets it up to Broombaugh. Down to Gray in the corner. They try to get it into Leatherman, and a nice defensive play on the pass by Paris Harris. It's going to stay Central Noble's ball. Baseline right. Freeman's going to inbounds for the Lady Cougars. Gets it in Leatherman, gets it back to Freeman. Freeman gets the runner to go. .16 now for Sydney Freeman. Fuentes corner three, and it's short. Rebound goes to Freeman. 14-point lead, 2:20 left to go here in regulation. Freeman brings it across. Gray gets into the paint, tries to get it over to Leatherman, and it's going to go out of bounds. Third turnover of the quarter here for Central Noble. That was a nice drive by Gray. She had the right idea, just didn't get the pass to Leatherman, and it goes off of her out of bounds. Blakely had 30 in the first game. Right now she's sitting at 10. Rebound, 2 offensive rebounds, and Fuentes knocks it out of bounds. So it's going to be Central Noble's ball. Hammond Noll is getting the shot opportunities, Carrie. They're just not falling for them. I don't know if their legs are just not underneath them right now. They played a heck of a game in the first semifinal.
I think it's a little bit of everything. I think it's the fatigue. I think they're trying to catch up on some points, and they're rushing their shots. So they've got to just settle down and take it just a little bit at a time.
Problem is they're running out of time, under 2 minutes left, so we'll see what they can do. We're going to take a 30-second timeout and be back here on RTC4.com.
RTC Fiber Communications is now serving the community of Argus. Now you can enjoy the incredibly fast speed and reliability of fiber internet. Stream movies, surf the web, or watch your favorite local videos on RTC4.com. All from RTC Fiber Communications, now serving Argus. Give RTC a call today or check us out online at www.rtc1.com.
All right, we got 1:52 left to go here in regulation. Central Noble 46, Hammond Bishop Noll 32. It's going to be Central Noble's ball coming out of the timeout. It's been all Central Noble here in the fourth quarter. 11-4, outscoring Hammond Bishop Noll. Leatherman's going to inbounds. Gets it into Freeman. Blakely's on her. Freeman's able to wheel around, gets between two, kicks it over, and Central Noble looks like they're going to reset here and run some clock. Leatherman up top. Gets it over to Broombaugh. Down to Gray. They're just willing to run some clock off here. Leatherman gets it over to Andrews. There is a foul. They let a lot of clock run down before they got the foul. It's going to be on Steele, her first. And
32, Christian Steele.
Eris Harris is going to check back in for Paris Harris. That was only the 6th team foul on Hammond Bishop Noll. Broombaugh is going to inbounds here near sideline. Gets it into Andrews. Gray has it. Gray loses it, and it's over and back. Turnover. 4th turnover of the quarter here for Central Noble. They only had 4 turnovers through the first 3, but they're holding on to a 14-point advantage with 1:10 left. Hammond Noll, they put it in for 2. That's number 23, Jackson, with the 2-pointer. Freeman gets it across with ease, and there's going to be a foul on Blakely. That will be her 4th, and that's going to put Central Noble at the line shooting 1-1.
Number 1, Courtney Blakely.
Number 21, Lydia Andrews, 5'5" freshman, is going to be at the line shooting 1-1 for Central Noble. Off on that, misses the front end. 0 of 3 here in the quarter. And Blakely with the 2-pointer. She's got 12. 40 seconds left. Central Noble still up 10. Broomball loses it out of bounds. They're going to try and make Coach Trish's night a little bit more stressful here at the end. They're going to say that was tipped. Is that what they're saying?
I think so.
Number 12, Macy Griffiths. And number 14, Ian Stater.
Number 12, Macy Griffiths checks into the game. Number 14, Anna Stainer checks into the game for the first time for Central Noble. Chastity Kissinger also checks in for Central Noble, number 22. Emily Sutton, number 24, checks in for Hammond Noll. And the foul from behind, that's going to be Blakely's 5th.
Quarter foul, number 1, Courtney Blakely.
And she's going to foul out with 12 points on the night. So tremendous first game, 30 points for Blakely. She fouls out here in the second game with 12. Great looking freshman there for Hammond Noll, though.
She's going to be a lot of fun to watch in the future.
Freeman puts the first one in. Central Noble back up by 11. We've got 27 seconds left. And Freeman is good on the second. 12-point lead, 26 seconds left. Long 3 off the mark for Fuentes. Rebound. Last 10 seconds, there's a steal by number 14, Anna Stainer. Central Noble is going to repeat as your regional champions here at Winamac High School. Final score, 48-36. Central Noble repeats. They will await the winner of the Greentown regional game between Oak Hill and Frankton. Central Noble will move on to the semi-state. They will play either at Valparaiso or Logansport next Saturday. Hammond Bishop Noll's season ends with an 18-10 record. Central Noble will advance with a 21-5 record.
First, we'd like to congratulate all schools on an outstanding tournament. At this time, we would like to have the captains for the runner-up team come forward and accept the game ball. Congratulations to the coaches and players for the Hammond Bishop Noll Lady Warriors. And now we would like to congratulate the winning team on winning the 2018 IHSAA Girls Basketball Class 2A Regional Championship. At this time, we would like to have the captains from the Central Noble Lady Cougars come forward and accept the game ball and regional championship nameplate. Congratulations to the coaches and players from Central Noble. They will now face the winner of the Eastern Greentown Regional on Saturday, February 17th at either Crown Point or Logansport in the semi-state. Winamac would like to thank you for attending the IHSA Girls Basketball Regional. Please drive home safely, and God bless.
All right, there are your 2018 Winamac 2A Regional Champions, Central Noble Lady Cougars. So your final scoring for the game, Courtney Blakely led Bishop Noll with 12. Kristen Steele had 7. Faith Jackson had 6. Paris Harris had 5. Rose Fuentes had 4, and Eris Harris had 4. For Central Noble, Sydney Freeman led all scorers tonight with 18. Leatherman had 15. Andrews had 9. Gray had 6. How many rebounds did Leatherman end up with there? Got my crack statistician McKenna Stricker here helping out. 16 rebounds. So Malia Leatherman with 15 points and 16 rebounds on the night to help lead the Central Noble Lady Cougars to their second straight regional championship. Just a quick update, 7:33 fourth quarter just getting started. Marquette leads North White 20-11. You can tune into that game over on Caston TV channel 342. We're going to say goodnight here from Winamac. It's been a great day of basketball. Started out the day with 4 teams. Central Noble is the survivor of the regional, and they're going to advance to next week's semi-state game. They'll take on either Frankton or Oak Hill. If Oak Hill wins, that'll be a rematch of the section or the semi-state from last season. So we appreciate everybody that tuned in to the games today. I know there was lots of people up in the Hammond area, as well as over in the Central Noble Albion area that tuned in. Got a good audience out of North Judson as well in the morning game, and Bluffton as well. So we appreciate all the schools involved. We appreciate Winamac High School for their hospitality. The folks over in the hospitality room, if you guys are still listening to us, thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys did a tremendous job. Winamac is such a gracious host here, and I always love coming down here. Just a short 20-minute drive down here to Winamac for us. So going to say goodnight for our rebound statistician, McKenna Stricker, my lovely wife, Carrie, who's helped out with the camera all day, also filling in some color for us. I'm Steve Stricker saying goodnight here from Winamac.